Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Where's the mic? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Hi, good evening. How are you today?
Good evening. Fine, thanks. And you?
I'm okay, thanks. Okay, so sorry I'm a bit late, but we can continue after 8 o'clock if you like.
No problem.
You can just go to your prayer, and after that we can continue, no problem. Okay, so let's continue from where we left. So I think the last thing we talked about where is it? So intermediate. Intermediate. What did you think of the topics in the conversation lesson, by the way? Were they hard, easy, normal? What's your opinion on them?
Good for me, not difficult.
They were okay, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
And what about my brother? Did you think he is good?
I think he needs some. He probably needs a general course, to be honest, because there were too many things he didn't really understand well. But again, it's not completely his fault, because the book I have, the one we used for the first class, it's not good for anyone who's less than elementary, to be honest. Do you get the idea?
No.
Okay, so the conversation is, we have 3 books for conversation. The one I used with you, this is level 2. Okay.
Yes.
There's another one which is level 3, which is maybe for upper intermediate advanced students. It's more suitable for upper intermediate advanced. And the one I used for elementary, sorry, the one I used for the other conversation lesson, it's more suitable for students who are elementary B, maybe.
Yes.
The elementary A is like the minimum, right? But your brother is I think he's closer to beginner, maybe beginner, between beginner, elementary A. You get the idea?
Yes.
So it's a little hard, it's a little difficult for him to talk, because the other student who was with him, I think she was, I don't remember who was with him. I don't remember, but they were a little bit better than him, I think. And but it's okay. I mean, if he takes a lesson every Friday, it's not a bad idea. He can learn a few things. But of course, maybe a regular course like the one you're taking, maybe it's better to push his level, sort of make it a little better for him. This is what I think.
Okay.
Okay, so let's where were we? Yeah, the last thing we talked about was making promises, right? How to make a promise.
Yes.
How to make an apology. It starts with apologies. So apologies is the beginning, and then you give a reason for your apology, and you give a promise, so it won't happen again. So most of it was like this, and we saw the nice example. Where is it? The one in the end of the book. At the end, the one with 133. Let's take a very quick look at it. This one, remember the last thing we covered. So the student here, he's apologizing. He's making a reason for his apology or giving a reason. Then he's making a promise, right? So he says, I'm sorry, I didn't do my homework. So I'm sorry I'm sorry I didn't do my homework. This is the apology part. I had to work late. This is the reason. We can also say excuse, right?
Yes.
So so we can call it also an excuse. So he's giving an excuse, and I'll do it tonight, right? So so this is what we talked about last time. Okay, so let's go back. Anything else? I think we finished everything in this lesson. We talked about word stress. I think the last thing we talked about the two different patterns we have. We have the pattern of artist, which the first syllable is stressed, and then we have the opposite, address, where the second syllable is stressed. All right, so we talked about this. What else? Yes, and we did some examples. We listened to the examples. Okay, so I want you here to guess. Take a look at these words, okay? So I'd like you to read the words in number 2. Of course, we can confirm them in the listening after that, but I'd like you to tell me what you think. So here, I'd like you to read these words, and we will see how they're pronounced, okay? Can you read them, please?
Okay. Political. The second one. Discussion. Political.
Are you sure?
Political.
No, the first word.
I think, yes, I think the second, political.
No, but you didn't read it right.
Okay.
How do you how do you say someone who plays music? What do we call someone who plays music?
Musician.
And how do you pronounce the C? C-I-A-N.
Musician.
Do we say ka or do we say sha?
Music. No, musician, I think.
Are you sure?
Musician.
Yes, that's it.
Yes.
Right? So we say musician.
Politician.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. Yes. Politician. Very good.
Politician.
Okay. You can continue with the words.
Okay. Discussion.
Yes.
Discussion.
That's it.
Yes. Application.
Okay. Each word you read, you tell me where do you want to put the stress. On the beginning or on the end? On the first syllable or the second syllable?
Okay. Discussion. I think the first one.
Okay.
Application. I think the second one.
Okay.
Government. The first one.
Okay.
Collection. The second one.
Mm-hmm.
Conversation. The second one.
But here you have to keep in mind these words, they are not two syllables like the ones at the top. You get the idea? Because the ones in the top, all of them were two syllables. Here, let me take you to
conversation.
Yeah, so conversation is not two syllables. Do you see all of these words? Degree, airline, language, these are two, all of them two syllables. But the ones we have in
Yes.
this box, are actually not. They're not 2 syllables. So politician is 4. Discussion is 3. Application is 4. Government 3. Collection
3 syllables,
is
yes.
3. So here, when you decide the stress, you have to tell me first, second, third, fourth, depending on the word. Okay. So
Okay.
so politician. So it's on the 3rd syllable. Right? What about discussion?
Okay.
Where do you think it is?
Discussion. I think the 3rd syllable.
Okay, so you think it's discussion.
Yes.
All right. What about application?
Application. I think stress in the 2nd.
Okay. So application. Is this what you think?
No, the 3rd one.
The 3rd one, application.
Yes, application.
Okay.
Government. The 1st one.
Okay.
Collection. The 2nd one.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Conversation. The 3rd one.
Mm-hmm.
The second one.
Okay.
Yes.
So you think it's conversation or conversation? Is it on the ver or the sa?
No, and the sa.
Okay, conversation. So conversation is the 3rd. Mm-hmm.
Interview, and the 2nd.
So do we say interview
And the 2nd.
or do we say interview? Or do we say interview? Or is it interview? So if
think
it's
the 1st one, yes, the 1st.
okay. So if it's the 1st, it will sound interview. If it's the 2nd, interview. If it's the 3rd, interview. Okay. What about the next word? Mm-hmm.
Promotion. I think the 1st one.
Mm-hmm. So it's promotion. Or is it promotion? Or is it promotion?
I think that's difficult. Until now, I didn't understand very well this stress.
Okay, here the one which you think is a little stronger than the others. So okay, I'm going to read it for you. It's promotion. So we have 3 syllables. Which one do you think is the one which is stressed? Promotion.
P.
Okay, I'll help you. If it's the first one, it will sound like this. Promotion. This is if it's the first. If it's the second, it will sound like this. Promotion. This is the second. If it's the third, promotion. If it's the third, promotion. Promotion is the third. Promotion is the second, and promotion is the first.
Okay.
And the normal way is promotion. This is the right way.
The first one.
Okay. Here, when I say okay, it doesn't mean right or wrong. It means we'll check in the listening.
Okay.
I'm just writing your answer. This is what I'm doing. Okay.
Information, I think the first.
Okay. Next word. This is
The
like
second one. The second one, musician.
musician.
Musician, yeah, sorry. Musician.
Okay.
Engineering. Engineering, the second one.
Okay. How many syllables here? Engineering.
4 syllables.
4. Okay. So which one do you want? Do you want the
I think
N?
the second.
The second is the G. And the third
I
is the
think.
near.
I think the second. The first. The first.
So it's engineering.
Yes.
Okay. All right. What about the next word?
Argument. 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 I think that's the second one.
Okay.
Discussion. Discussion.
No, then not discussion.
Decision.
Right.
Decision. I think the third one.
Okay.
Unexpected. I think the second one.
All right.
The third one.
So which one? Is it the un or is it the ex?
Expected.
Okay.
Unexpected. Expected. Examination. I think the first one.
Okay. All right. So let's listen and let's see from the track. What do you think? So we want track 39.
Politician. Discussion. Application. Government. Collection. Conversation. Interview. Promotion. Information. Musician. Engineering. Argument. Decision. Unexpected. Examination.
Okay. Now, do you think they are the same?
No, there are some words not the same. The third line.
Okay. Okay. Which one do you want to change in the third line? Is there any of them that you want to change?
I cannot the third one, engineering, yes, the first.
Okay, so you want to change it from the first?
Argument, I think first.
Okay, engineering and argument are the first, you think? Okay, I think I'm not hearing you very well. Maybe your connection or my connection. I can't hear you, Malak.
No.
The sound is. Can you say them again? I
Now
heard.
you hear me?
Now it's okay.
Yes. I think engineering, the first one.
Okay. Engineering, you think? Okay.
And argument, the first one.
Okay.
I think application. No, that's what I think wrong.
Application is wrong.
No, unexpected.
Unexpected. Where do you want to change the stress?
Yes, the first one.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
Okay. That's
All
what I
right.
think.
Okay.
Yes.
And the second part of the question, it says, where is the stress on the nouns that end in shun? So this sound is shun. So let's check the nouns. I'm going to read all of the nouns that end with shun for you, okay? And you tell me where do you want to put the stress. And here they're giving you information. They're telling you it's the same, okay? So for all the words that have shun in the end, the stress pattern is the same. So politician, discussion, application, collection, conversation, promotion, information, musician, examination. The decision is a j, not a sh. All right, so
Yeah.
what about these words? Where's the stress in all these words?
I think shan and T. Shan.
Okay, but politician, we say politician, we don't say politician.
On the T, I think.
Okay, but
Okay.
yeah, so the syllable before
on
shun,
I. On
yeah,
I.
so it means on the syllable before the last, right? Because if the shun is the last syllable, so maybe the syllable before it, so politician, so the one before shun, discussion, the one before shun, application, the one before shun, right?
Yes.
Do you think that's true or not true?
Yes, I think that.
Okay, so this means discussion. Is it on the shun or is it on the discuss? The one before shun. Of course, I have, there's an easier way. We can always just go and check it. But before we do that, let me, we can check it in the script, but let's take a screenshot. This way we can compare our answers. Okay, before we compare, do you want to make any last changes before we check?
Yes, I think shan. What we say?
Yeah.
Yes.
So discussion. Do you want to leave it like this, or do you want to change it?
No, I want to change it. Collection and information.
Okay. Collection. Do you want to change it too?
Examination. Promotion.
Okay. How do you want to make it? Discussion. Discussion.
Discussion. I think on the letter I.
So on shun.
Yes.
Okay. Promotion.
I.
You mean the one after T,
Shun.
on the shun.
Yes, yes.
Information,
The same thing.
all of them the same.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it
Examination.
means examination. What about application? Means we need to change
Yes.
it from ka to shun.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. Do you want to check now?
Yeah.
All right, so let's check. So let's go to the script at the end of the book and let's check. Here we are. Okay. Let's zoom in. Where is the zoom? Okay. Can you see them? I don't know how clear.
Yes.
Don't know
Yes.
how clear the stress is. All right. Now I want you to listen one last time and see the stress on the words at the same time.
Track 39.
Politician. Discussion. Application. Government. Collection. Conversation. Interview. Promotion. Information. Musician. Engineering. Argument. Decision. Unexpected. Examination.
Okay. So do you see
Yes.
that we always, in the words which end with shun, we don't stress shun, we stress the
Yes.
syllable before shun.
Yes.
So this
Yes, I
ka,
see.
this ka, shun, application, and so on, okay? Now, I'd like you to read them. Can you read them in the right way, the same way you heard them? Can you say them, please?
Okay. Discussion. Application. Government. Collection. Conversation. Interview. Promotion. Information. Musician. Musician.
Yes,
Musician.
correct.
Engineering.
Good.
Argument.
Mhm.
Discussion.
Mhm.
Decision.
Mhm.
Unexpected.
Mhm.
Examination.
Right. Good, very good. What about this word, the first word in the third line? Can you say it again, please?
Interview. Interview.
Okay, no, the stress is correct. The problem is not the stress.
Interview.
Yes.
Interview.
For example, here I'm going to write two examples. Can you read the two examples?
Okay. Enter the room. Enter the room.
Correct.
International.
Okay. And the beginning, the first syllable?
Enter.
Very good. That's it. Okay. Can you say Can you say the third word in the again? Interview. Correct. Very nice. That's it. So you have to make it stronger than the E, because the E in English is always light. The letter E in English, when it's used as a vowel, it's always sleepy. So when we say, for example, then, we say end, we say ever, it always sounds like it wants to sleep.
Yes.
But the letter I in English is awake. Interview, interesting, it's like it's an angry vowel, but the E is a sleepy vowel. So you need to make it show. Okay, so very good, very nice. So we're done with this part. I think we can move on. So let's go to page. Okay, so this means we can go to our new lesson because there is nothing left, I think. Oops, not this one, the one before it. Okay, let me just check quickly. Nothing left. We finished all of it. Good. Let's do our new lesson. Okay, so here, lookalikes. What do you think they mean when we say lookalikes?
The same lookalikes. I think see the same thing, maybe. Look at the same.
For example, if I say Ahmed and Hassan are lookalikes. So for example, they come together and this is the first time I see them. So I ask them, are you twins? Because you're lookalikes.
Yes.
You look like each other.
Yeah.
Do you get the idea?
Yeah.
Okay. So a lookalike is someone who looks like someone else, especially if the person is famous. So for example, if Mohammed looks like Tom Cruise or like Donald Trump, for example, I'll say, wow, you're a Donald Trump lookalike. It means you look like Donald Trump. And you're not related. You're not related. This is the idea. Especially if it's someone famous. We use this usually for famous people, not for normal people. All right, so in this lesson, we'll talk a little bit about films. So we're going to talk about films. Of course, the Americans like to say movies. So movies or films is the same thing. But because this book is British, so they usually say film. But sometimes maybe I say movie. But if I say movie, I mean the same thing, okay? So movie, film, it's the same thing. All right, so now we'll talk about films. We'll talk a little bit about about life experiences, okay? So we'll talk also about the present perfect. We'll talk a little bit about that, okay?
Okay.
All right, so let's start here with the first question. Number 1. How often do you go to the cinema or watch films on DVDs or on your computer, for example, or on TV? How often?
It's I never going to go to the cinema, but watch films on DVD. Yes, maybe once a week.
Once a week. Okay.
Yeah.
Just once a week. Only once a week.
Yes. Yes.
All right. I think you need to watch more films.
Okay.
Because it will definitely push your English learning. Because if you watch films or series are even better, by the way. Because series and do you know what a series is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you need to find a series that you like and you need to watch it. With the lesson, this is very good for you because you get a combination. You get kind of book English and you get social or everyday kind of informal English. And both of them are important, okay?
Yes.
All right, okay. How often do you watch films online? What about online? Do you ever watch films online?
Yes. Yes. On in the internet online.
Yeah, exactly, yes.
Yes.
How often? How often do you do this?
Sometimes not. Never. I think never. Series maybe, but films no.
Okay, so you can say I never watch films online, right?
Yes, I never watch. Yes,
But you can say, but I sometimes watch series online.
series. Yes, series
Okay, okay.
online. Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right, what about here, question number 3. Which do you like best? Watching a film at the cinema, on DVD, or on your computer, and why? Okay, I don't think we watch films at the cinema a lot, do we here?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching a film on my computer because we don't have a cinema in our country.
Correct.
Yes.
Do we use DVDs here in Libya?
Yes, we use DVD, but I don't use DVD.
Mm-hmm.
I never.
Mm-hmm. Oh, why not?
Because now it's easy to watch film on computer because there is internet in my phone. It's easy, I think.
I agree. I think there's no need for DVDs anymore, right? Because
Yes.
you can just go online and watch whatever you want. Or even if you don't have internet, you can just copy whatever movie or series. You can copy it from your friend on a USB flash drive or a hard disk or something. So you don't really need DVDs. Or download it. If you have internet, just download it, right? Okay, so maybe DVD is not so much nowadays. All right, so these are just some general questions about movies, about films. Now, the second question, here we have some words and phrases which are related to films, okay? I'd like you to read these words, and if there's something new, we'll try to see what it means, okay?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
An animal, an animated film,
Mm-hmm.
a love story,
Okay.
a comedy, a war film, a thriller, an action film, an adventure film, a horror film, a western, a drama, a science fiction, a sci-fi film, a musical.
Can you read the last one again?
A musician.
Are you sure?
A musical.
Yes. A musical.
Why?
Because
Okay.
because here you don't have IAN. So
Yes.
so when you have IACIAN, when you have this part,
Shin.
yeah,
Yes.
or also this. So these are shun.
Okay.
Okay, but here this is normal cal. So this is just cal, normal. Read it normally, cal. Musical. All right. And what about this part here? what's written after science fiction? What's the word written after science fiction?
A science fiction is sci-fi.
Okay, so here science fiction, this is sci-fi. This is, yeah, sci-fi is like short for science fiction. So sometimes they say sci-fi, sometimes they say science fiction. Okay.
What about Western?
Western and thriller. Are these new?
Yes.
All right, good. Okay, let's see. I think there's an exercise in 134. Let's see, and maybe there's matching, so you can do it and you can find out. Okay, so let me take you to. Very good. And so it's not an exercise, but they have pictures to show you. So where is it? Western. Do you see Western?
Not yet. Yes.
What do we call them in Libya here? The Western movies or Western films?
Cowboy.
Exactly. بالضبط. So cowboy movies, it's the same. You can say I like cowboy movies, Western movies. This is the meaning of Western. Okay, and then you have, I think you know thriller.
Yes.
What's thriller? And what do we call thriller here in Libya? I think. Do you call it?
It is not clear the picture, but.
But what can you see in the picture? Okay, I'm going to zoom in to show you. What do you think is happening in the picture?
Not fiction.
No, thriller. I mean.
I don't know.
What can you see in front of you in the picture?
I see a man and not criminal.
Okay, but we don't know. Maybe he is.
I don't know.
What about the other man? There's like another man.
He is. Yes.
Who's the criminal?
The criminal maybe who wear a blue jumper or a blue shirt.
The one with the blue jumper. What are both the characters or both the people in holding? What are they holding in their hands?
Thief.
Maybe he's a thief or a house robber, maybe. But what are they holding? They have something in their hand.
Not clear. It's not clear.
Are you sure? There's something in their hand.
Yes, gun.
They have a gun, right? Both of them have guns. Yes. Okay, so what do you think this kind of movie is? This type of film? What do you think it is? Or what do we call them in Libya or Arabic?
Where?
Thriller.
Where?
Thriller.
حرب.
Not war. Thriller. I'm talking about thriller movies, thriller films.
No,
what do we call them in Arabic?
مسلحين?
Not exactly, no. No, here, because here these, all of these words, these are types of film. Do you get the idea?
Yes.
So a thriller is a type of film. And usually thriller movies are like, it's a mix of action and crime. Okay? So a thriller movie, usually there's a criminal, there's a murder, there's police, and there's someone running away from the police, and then the police, maybe his friend gets killed, and maybe they don't know the killer, they're trying to find out, and it's dangerous. You get the idea? So it's like a combination of action and crime, and mystery. Maybe there is mystery. Do you know mystery? The meaning of the word mystery.
Yes.
So this is, all of these together, they usually call them thriller, but they're a bit different from normal action movies, right? Because normal action movies just usually shooting, like this one, or cars chasing each other. You get the idea?
Yes.
All right. What about an animated movie?
Yes, I know it.
Okay, good.
Character is
The characters
not really. Yes.
not real, so maybe they're cartoons.
Animals or yes.
Or animals.
Yes, cartoons.
All right, good. Okay, so we can move back. All right, so these are the types of films, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, can you tell me which or what type of film is your favorite, and which films are the ones that you don't like? Which films you don't like?
Okay, sorry, I can't hear you.
Okay, so the question was, which of these what film types do you like, and what film types you don't like? Tell us about the ones you like and about the ones you don't like.
Okay. I like a love story and a comedy and drama. Yes, that's all.
Okay, so these are your favorite types of films. What about the types you don't like?
What you say?
The types that you don't like, types of films you don't like.
Okay. A horror film.
Horrors, okay, you don't like horror.
Science fiction. And animated film. A western. And a war film.
And war films. Okay. So here, number 3, we want to match. So we have some questions, and we want to match them to the right answer. Okay. So if someone asks you, what kind of film is it? What kind of film is it? So what should the answer be? Or not the answer, sorry, the meaning here. We want to match the question to the meaning.
Okay. The type of film.
Okay. Who's in it?
The person. No. I think.
So maybe you're telling me.
The actors.
Right. So maybe you're telling me about the movie and you're explaining it and this happens and that. So I ask you, who's in it? Who's in it? So you say Tom Cruise, Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt, and you start giving me names. I say, yeah, I know that film. I know it. Okay, what's it about?
The plot, the story of the film.
Yes. So this word plot, they use it usually in stories, in novels. They use it in series. They use it in films. It means the general story, the scenario.
Yes.
This is the meaning of plot, means the story. What's it like?
The person's opinion of the film.
Right. Okay. Okay, so now we have a little bit of listening to do. So they want you to listen and practice the questions number 1 to 4. And if you notice, remember, we talked about linking. Did we talk about linking, consonant vowel linking? Or not with you? Did I tell you about this? Or maybe with elementary?
No.
Okay. So, okay, I'll very quickly explain what it is. Here, what's happening is something called consonant vowel linking, consonant vowel linking. Okay, so what does this mean, consonant vowel linking? So this means the last, usually when English speakers or native speakers speak, what they do is sometimes they link the last letter, if it's a consonant, they link it with the first letter of the next word. Letter D, letter O. Can you see it? Letter M,
Yes.
and letter I. M consonant, I vowel. S consonant, I vowel. S consonant,
Yes.
I vowel. N consonant, I vowel. S consonant, I vowel. You get the idea? So this is called consonant vowel linking. So it means when they say it, when the speaker speaks, and you will hear it now in the CD, the speaker doesn't say the words separately. So he doesn't say, what kind of film is it? No, it will be linked.
Yes.
It will be a bit different. Okay, so I want you to listen to how the speaker on the CD, how he says these questions. I want you to listen, and after we listen, so in the beginning just listen, only listen, and then I'm going to repeat it again, and I'd like you to also repeat. Okay, so we want to listen and then listen and repeat.
What kind of film is it?
Who's in it?
Who's in it?
What's it about?
What's it about?
What's it like?
What's it like?
Okay, good. Let's do it one more time. Very good. We need to do it one last time.
Track 40. What kind of film is it?
What kind of film is it?
Who's in it?
Who's in it?
What's it about?
What's it about?
What's it like?
What's it like?
Very good, very good. So this is the idea. This is the only thing, okay? So this is called consonant vowel linking. So all you need to do is just link the sound, okay? All right. Now let's move on to our next question. It says, write the names of the last film you saw. Okay, so this film is maybe on TV, maybe DVD, maybe at the cinema, maybe online, anything. You don't have to write it, you can just tell me about it, okay? Can you remember the name of the last film you saw?
Yes, just remember.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. So,
You don't remember the name of the film?
yes, I didn't remember the name.
Okay, who's in it? I'm going to ask you the film questions so we can find out the name. Who's in it? Do you remember the actors?
Actors, yes, actors. No, I didn't.
Okay, what's it about?
About somebody. I think from the last time I watched movie.
So maybe this is 2-3 years ago?
No, but I always forget. I didn't remember what I see the last night, not the last week.
But so you don't remember anything? You don't remember anything about it?
No, but I don't have a good mind to remember. I think I see the thing and then I forget.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, for me, usually I remember, and if I like the film or if I like the series, I can watch it again and again and again and again. For example,
Yes.
the film they're talking about here, Inception. Do you see in the example? It says, what was the last film you saw on TV? And it's written Inception. And what kind of film is it? It's a science fiction film. I think this film, Inception, I've seen it at least 8 times, minimum, at least. I've probably seen it maybe 9 times. And I might see it again tonight because I remembered. I haven't seen it in a few weeks, so I might repeat it again. By the way, this film is very, very, very nice. This one, it's amazing. This film, and it's about science fiction, but not space and aliens. You get the idea?
Yeah.
It's a different kind of science fiction. It's a kind of psychological science fiction. Do you know the meaning of psychological? Psychology. Okay, I'll write the word. Have you seen this word before?
Yes. اجتماعي.
Psychological.
اجتماعي psychology.
Social.
Yes.
What you're talking
اجتماعي.
اجتماعي, social, psychological.
Psychological. نفسي.
Correct. Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So this movie is a psychological sci-fi. You get the idea? It's not a space alien sci-fi. It's about dreams and going into dreams and something like this. It's a different kind of sci-fi, not alien, not space, science fiction. It's very good.
Yes.
I recommend you see it. It's a little long, but it's a very, very interesting. It's a complicated film.
Okay.
So, but if you have free time, I highly recommend you watch it. And if you want to watch it, download the English subtitles, the words in English.
Okay.
So this way, it's like fun watching a movie, and
because I watched a movie one time, I don't I don't like to see film many times. Maybe that is the reason why I don't save subtitles.
But because with subtitles, the good thing is when you download the subtitles, this means that you download the written part, so you can see the film, you can watch the film, and you can read the words in English.
Yes. Okay.
So this is very good. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's move on. Let's go to the next part. Okay, so you don't really remember anything about the last film. So this means we can go to our next question. Okay, so the next question, it says, work in pairs. What do you know about the actor Johnny Depp? Okay, can you name any of his films? Okay, do you know this name, Johnny Depp? Do you know the name?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so let me show you his picture. Maybe you know his face. Do you know this actor in the photo on the left?
Oh, yes.
Yes. Okay, so this actor, his name is Johnny Depp. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Johnny Depp. All right. Now, before we read this story, do you know any of his films? Have you seen any of this actor's films?
No.
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 Okay.
Yes, I know this space, but I didn't watch any film.
Mm-hmm. All right. All right. Okay. So we have a few words in the box here. Let's see these words, and let's see if you can, if we know all of them. Okay. So we talked about the first word, a lookalike. So a lookalike is someone who looks like another person, right? And especially if the person is famous. So if someone looks like someone famous, we call him a celebrity lookalike. Do you know the word celebrity?
Yeah, celebrity.
Celebrity, do you know this word?
Yes,
Yeah.
Festival.
No, that's celebration.
Yes.
Here. So let's write the words. Celebration.
Festival.
Celebrity. Celebrate. Okay. So celebration is like a festival. So maybe there's a special occasion like Eid and people celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
So celebration is the noun, right? Celebration. Celebrate is the verb. But celebrity, it's a noun, but it has another meaning. Okay, so a celebrity is a famous person.
Okay.
So an actor or a singer, for example, this actor, Johnny Depp, he's a celebrity because he's well known. Everybody knows him. He's a celebrity.
Yes.
He's a famous person. Okay, do you get the idea?
Yes.
All right, all right. Okay, so we talked about lookalike. We talked, I think you know what appear in a film means. It's clear. What about this one? Realize something. Realize something. What do you think they mean if I say,
Realize.
I realized something?
I think realize.
Yes.
Realize. I think I know what is the meaning that in Arabic, but I try to.
Yeah, try to do it in English.
Okay.
Or give me an example.
He knows something.
Okay. But does he know it from the beginning, or did he just find out? Did he just find out now?
No, not from the beginning. I
Yes.
think after some time, after time.
Correct. This is the meaning. Exactly right. So realize, it means when you know about something, but not from the beginning. You find out about it. You just found out about it, right? So I realized I didn't have any money. So I visited my cousin, and when I arrived there, I realized I didn't bring my wallet, or I realized that I had forgotten my phone. I didn't know about this. I just found out when I arrived. You get the idea?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is realized. Very good. In Arabic, what is it in Arabic, realized?
يدرك.
Correct. Charity?
Charity.
Can you explain it in English? Do you know what this word means?
Charity, I think charity, it has charity, I know that it's meaning place who helps some people by money or by help or anything.
You're right. This is correct.
Yes.
This is the meaning of charity. Good. Okay, we have another word, character. Character.
Yes, character, it means somebody in I know how Arabic. Try.
Try it in English first.
Okay, like actor. You know the character of actor. Yes.
So you mean like the person an actor plays in the movie, right? In the film.
Yes.
Okay. In Arabic?
شخصية.
Correct. Costume. Do you know the word costume?
Costume. I think the person who buys something and.
You're talking about customer. It's different. Customer. What you said is customer. The person who buys something is a customer.
Yes. Okay. Custom is clothes.
Correct. But the pronunciation is costume. Costume.
Yes.
Yeah. Correct. Very nice. Very good. Okay, so now I'd like you to read this little story about Johnny Depp. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can read the whole story together. Okay? So start from the title, A Famous Face. Take a minute or two, read all of this story, and then we have a few questions, okay?
Okay.
So take your time, read the story, and we'll do it together. Do the questions together.
I finished.
Okay, that's good. So let's move to the questions and let's see if we can answer the questions. All right. So the first question. When did Danny start acting? Can you remember? Do you want to go back?
Yes. In 1984.
Is this Danny or is this Johnny Depp you're talking about?
Uh,
Do you want to go back? Let me take you
Yes.
to the text.
Asking about who?
The question was about Danny.
Okay. At 7.
Right. That's correct. And when did he realize that he looked like Johnny Depp?
In 1984.
Correct. That's correct. This is when he first realized. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and number 3. Where does Danny make appearances as Johnny Depp?
In charity.
Correct. Let's see if there are more details.
To make kids happy.
And what else? Not just charity.
Mm,
One of them is charity, all right, but there are more.
often dresses when he acting as Johnny.
Okay, correct. He acts as Johnny, but where?
Yes.
Try checking the beginning of the paragraph that you were reading.
Okay.
Go to the.
What you asking about?
Let's
I
go
can't
back.
hear you.
It says, where does Danny make appearances as Johnny Depp?
When at private parties and
That's it. Correct.
public events.
Exactly right. Yes. At public parties and public events. Good. Okay. What does Danny think is the best thing about his job?
It is interesting.
But there's something specific. So there's one thing you talked about that makes his job very interesting. What is it? Did you find it?
Yes, works as a professional Johnny Depp.
Okay, let me return to the question. So the question says, what does Danny think is the best thing about his job? So we want to know what's the best thing about his job.
Maybe he acting as Danny. Maybe acting as Johnny.
No. There's something else.
Works as a professional Johnny.
The answer is from the text. It has to be from the text.
I didn't know.
Okay, so the answer is in paragraph 1, 2, 3. The answer is in paragraph 3. So I want you to look for something for the answer of what is the best thing about Danny's job? What does Danny think is the best thing about his job? And you can find it.
He worked for many famous companies and he's done a lot of work for charity. The best thing is that it makes kids happy.
Right. This is the answer, right?
Yes.
Because the question it asks, what does Danny think is the best thing about his job, right? So Danny says, the best thing about my job, this is what Danny says, is it makes
kids happy.
Right. Good. Okay, last question. Do Danny and Johnny Depp know each other?
Johnny and Danny what?
Do Danny and Johnny know each other?
Yes, know each other.
Are you sure?
Yes, they don't meet, but know each other.
Okay, right. So they haven't met yet, right?
Yes.
They haven't met,
yes.
but but Johnny knows about Danny, right?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Okay, so this was the story about Danny and Johnny. Do you think they look like each other, or do you think they're different from each other?
Yes, they look each other. Look like.
Yeah, right, they look like each other, yeah?
Yeah.
And what about the very interesting coincidence that they were born on the same day?
Danny and Johnny were born in exactly the same day.
What do you think of that coincidence?
Uh,
It's a very interesting coincidence, right?
yes. Yes.
All right, okay, good. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, here we have a little bit of grammar, but okay, just give me a second. I need to plug in my battery because the power is back, okay? Just a second, stay online, okay?
Okay.
And you can read question number 7.
Okay.
The 2 points, and I'll just put the battery and be back.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right, so did you read the 2 rules?
Yes.
And what do you think is the right answer? For the first rule, let's read the first rule. What do you think?
Yes. I think he's done a lot of work for charity.
Okay. Okay, so what about this sentence?
How was the sentence? He's done a lot of work for charity. No, I think it is not true. Do you mean it's wrong structure?
No, these 2 are good. They're not wrong. The 2 examples are not wrong, but they're different because the first one is present perfect. Yeah, he's done a lot of work for charity. This is present perfect. But the second one, this is past simple, right? Danny started acting at the age of 7. So here in the beginning, they want you to just look at the examples, okay? They're not wrong, but they want you to just read them. But now we have to choose in the rule, because in the rule, if you read the rule, what does it say? It says, we use the present perfect or the past simple for experiences that happened sometime before now. We don't know or we don't say when they happened. So in this situation, do we use the present perfect? Sorry, or do we use the past simple? Which one?
I think present perfect.
Correct, because this is like the first example, right? Where in the first example, we said he's done a lot of work for charity, right?
Yes.
So when we say he's done a lot of work for charity, do we know when? Does it say
No.
when?
No.
We don't know when. Maybe last week, maybe last year, maybe 10 years ago. Nobody knows. We don't know from this sentence, right? If we want to know more, we can use past simple to ask, right? So I can use a past simple question. I can say, when did he do charity? What year did he do charity? I will have to change to past simple, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's check the second rule. The second rule is for the second example. It says we use the present perfect or the past simple if we say exactly when something happened.
Yes, past simple.
Very good. And if you see the example, the second example, it says Danny started acting at the age of 7. So this is specific. We know exactly when he started acting, right?
Yes.
So this is one of the most important differences between the present perfect and between the past simple, okay? So the present perfect, it usually doesn't say when, right?
Yes.
We know it's in the past, but we don't know when exactly, okay? But the past simple, we know exactly when. And the action is finished, over. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, so now let's do the second part. Part B, fill in the gaps for the present perfect with have, haven't, has, or hasn't. But here, have, we want the short form.
Yes.
And has, we want the short form. We don't want the full form, okay? So we want to use contractions, okay? Very important.
Okay.
All right, so let's see your answer. What do you have? So I, you, we, they. What do we use?
Have, of course.
Very good. And we want to use the short form, right? The contraction.
Yes.
Okay. So we write apostrophe and VE. Correct? Very good. So we say, I've been to Italy. You've been to Italy. We've been to Italy. They've been to Italy, right?
Yeah.
Or for example, I've done a lot of charity work. You've done a lot of charity work. We've done a lot of charity work. They've done, and so on. Any verb. You can done, gone, been, eaten, right?
Okay.
All right. What about the second example? He, she, it.
Has or is.
Correct. And we use the short form of has, which is. All right. So we can say he's done a lot of work for charity. She's done a lot of work for charity. And it's done nothing at all. All right, very good. So we used have and we used has. What about the negative? What do you think, Malek?
Haven't.
Okay, so for I, you, we, they, we use haven't.
Yes. Haven't.
Good, right? What about he, she, it? What do we use?
Hasn't.
Very nice. And can you read the tip, please? What does the tip say?
We often use never with the present perfect. I've never met Johnny Depp. Yes.
So never, we can use it also with the present perfect. Not only for the present simple. Remember when you studied frequency adverbs, always, often, sometimes, never. I never wake up at 5 o'clock, right? So this means never, you can use it in both tenses. If you want to use it in present perfect, that's fine. If you want to use it in present simple, that's fine. Can we use never with past simple?
No.
No, you can't, right?
Mhm.
Okay, very good, very good. All right, so here, let's move on to the next question. Now, the next question here, it says, how do we make past participles of regular verbs? Okay, can you give me an example of a regular verb?
A regular verb like go, went.
Go, went, is it regular?
Regular write. No, not write. Read, not read. Want, wanted.
Good, that's correct. So want is an example of a relative of a regular verb. So we say want, wanted.
Wanted.
So I want, I wanted. What about the past participle? The present participle, I mean.
Wanted.
Past participle. I've wanted. Is this
Yes.
correct? It's correct.
Yes.
Yeah. For the past participle, we also use the same. It doesn't change.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ed, play, played, played. Want, wanted, wanted. Right? It's the same. Study, studied, studied. I study every day. I studied yesterday. I've studied all my life. Right?
Yes.
It's the same.
Yes.
So no change. What about irregular verbs? Is there a rule for the past participle of irregular verbs? Is there a rule?
No. No. There isn't a rule.
There isn't a rule. Very good.
Yes.
Can you give me examples?
Yes. Go, went. Buy, bought.
Okay. What about the past participle? Not the past participle. You know the difference between the past and past participle?
No. No, that's the same. No, sometimes we have words the same. No, different. Yes, different. Go, went, went.
Are you sure?
I think the same. Some words are the same. Go,
Some of them
went,
are the
went.
same, but some of them are not the same.
Yes, yes, not all of them.
What about eat?
Eat, ate, eaten.
Aha. So it's not the same.
Yes, but what about go? Go, went, went.
No, it's not went.
Mm.
It's go, went, and what's the past participle of go? It's not went.
I think went.
Went is only for the past simple, but not the past participle.
Yes.
What about verb to be?
Is, was, is, was. I think.
Is, was, and?
Been.
Very good, very good. Right.
Yes.
And gone is the same. Go, went, gone.
Okay, yes.
And you can also say go, went, been. So been, you can put it for verb to be or for go. It works for both of them.
Verb to be, been.
Yeah,
Yes.
verb to be, been, and also go is been. It's the same. You can use go, gone, go, went, gone, go, went, been. Both are correct. Okay, let me show you the summary. Let's see the summary of all of this. So we want 133. Let's see 133. Now this is types of music. We want 133. Where is it? Or maybe 135. Okay. Here it is. Do you see this on the left side? The summary?
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
so all of it is the same. We answered the two rules correctly. So we use the present perfect for experiences that happened sometime before now, but we don't know when they happened. We don't know. And for the past simple, it means we know exactly when it happened. What else? And here the tips. We often use never. We did this. Okay, this is what we were talking about. Can you read the last two tips, please? The last two tips.
Okay. To make past participles of regular verbs, add ed or d to the infinitive. Play, played, watch, watched. The past simple and the past participles of regular verbs are the same.
Okay, so you said this, okay.
The same for spelling rule.
Okay, but what about the last tip?
Regular past participle. There is an irregular
Okay.
167.
Yeah, so we can check this list. Let's take a look. Let's check this list of irregular verbs and let's see. 167. Can you see this list?
Yes.
So you have this also in your book, of course. So we have be, verb to be, I am, he is, she is, you are. So we have is, am, are, was, were, been. Yeah. Do you see go here with near my mouse? Can you see it?
Yes.
So go, went, been, or gone. Okay, so here you have a lot of verbs here. Of course, you don't have to know all of them, but you have to know the common ones. You know common?
Yes.
The ones we use a
Yes,
lot.
I said them at the past, but now I forget them maybe.
Yeah, you don't have to know all of them.
All of them I forget them.
Okay, but like I said, just review them and review the important ones, the ones you use a lot, like
Okay.
buy, bought, can, could, been able.
Yes, I know them, yes.
Do, did, done, drive, drove, driven, eat, ate, eaten. The ones we use a lot. The other ones, you don't have to, just read them, that's it, no problem. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Is it time for prayer or not yet? I think not yet. Or did you hear
Yes.
Is it time for prayer now?
In some, yes.
In Sabha, yes?
Yes, from 5 minutes.
5 minutes ago?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you can take a little prayer break, okay, if you want. And I'll still be online and I'll come back after I pray, okay? We still have about maybe 15, 20 minutes or something. Okay? All right, so we'll meet again.
Okay.
All right. Not this one. Oh, okay, here we are. Is this it? Yes. Good. Okay. Okay, here's our last exercise. Number 10. So here in this article, we need to put the verbs in the correct form. Okay. So this means you need to choose between present perfect or past simple. All right. So you have to make the right choice, depending on the meaning of the sentence, of course. So take some time and try to do this.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yes, I finished.
All right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Number 2.
Okay. Can you read the whole thing?
Okay. Susie Candy is probably the world's most famous Maria Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe look like she's been on TV all over the world, and she's made
Okay. Let me write your answers.
she's made
Okay.
mhm,
Adverts.
adverts for companies such as Citroen and Pepsi. Susie can act and sing exactly like Marilyn, and in 2009 she appeared she appeared in the play Morlin and Lucy in London's West End. She has she's also appeared
Without also or with also. Okay, no problem.
number of films as Marilyn. She started in the Italian comedy
You mean
in 2010.
you mean
Started.
start?
Yes, star. Yes, star. She's star.
Start. You mean not started?
What is it? Star.
Start.
It's not a verb.
It's a verb. It's a verb. But
Yes.
when you're the main character in a movie, this means you're the movie star, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay,
it's a regular verb. It's a regular verb.
Okay, start.
Good.
She start. Okay. in the Italian comedy in 2010, and the film made 2 million in its first weekend. Susie's also worked as a model. Yes, as a model, and she's worn the real Marilyn Monroe died Susie's life has never been more exciting than it is now.
Right. Very nice. That's correct. Okay. So
Yes.
all of them were correct. Very nice. That's great. So here you can see how to use the present, when to use the present perfect, and when to use the past simple. Okay. So our next lesson, I think this is lesson 12. This is lesson. I think this is lesson 13. This is the first lesson. I think it's 13. This one. Not sure. Maybe 12. But this is the first one in the new subscription, or the second one in the new subscription. Okay. Do you get my point? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the first one because you paid early, but it only started I think in this lesson. This was the first one because the last lesson is number 12. I'm not sure, but never mind. No problem. Okay. So this is good. All of this is correct. Please, if you have time, do the workbook. Okay. So you can get more exercises like this one in your workbook, and inshallah we'll meet next lesson. Also, don't forget it's still Monday. Okay, so the weekend is far away. So I'll see you next lesson. All right?
Okay.
Okay then. Good night.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.